Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Daniel, I'm the founder of Tiny Rig, and today we're going to walk you guys through this Alu-Cab Canopy Camper build. Just a little background on, I guess, our shop. So 3 years ago, maybe a little more, I put a canopy camper on my red Tacoma, and I previously had some other setups, went through a lot of different setups, and eventually arrived at the canopy camper. And that was right before COVID, and my wife thought I was crazy for selling the other camper that I waited a very long time for, but ultimately it wasn't what I wanted, and didn't meet our expectations. So I ordered the camper. Nobody in California at the time was selling them. Put it on my truck, and fell in love with it the first trip. And all of a sudden, the wife validated everything I was saying, and she felt the exact same way. So at that time, we were actually going to start a different business. But once I put it on my truck, I fell in love with it and wanted to help others get it. So fast forward 3 years, and I believe we've sold more campers than any other shop that's out there at this point, installed more, and take a lot of pride in doing it. So I don't know if you want to pan over there. We've got more campers in the queue. It's what we do. It's what we're 100% focused on. You know, I think if you guys are out there researching campers for your Gladiator, you're going to find that this is going to meet most people's needs. So right now, we'll walk you guys through kind of the vehicle itself, which we did not have a part in building. This actually came from a company on the East Coast, Carolina Customs, and they've got a Hellcat motor in there. They've done a Evo manufacturing coilover swap. It's got Dana 60 axles. A lot of different upgrades have gone into this thing. And they did a really good job. Beautiful, beautiful work. Lighting packages, complete kit. Again, nothing we did. If you guys are interested in that, the company was Carolina Customs. You guys can research. I think the pricing for the builds and whatnot is all on their website. So the owner actually bought the camper about the same time he went for the vehicle. He knew what he wanted to do. We waited for it for a bit. He brought it to us to start doing the camper build. We'll walk you guys through what he selected. Obviously this thing's on 40s. It's got a lot of power, and he wanted to maintain some of that, we'll call it like weight reduction, to keep it fun, keep it easy to wheel. And so he went for I would say, more modest build weight-wise. You guys can see over here, we've got the Alu-Cab 270-degree awning. On the side over here, on the driver's side door, we have a GP Factor molly plate. That's gonna allow him to just mount some molly bags over here. Sometimes people do like air tools, so when you stop to air up, pop your side open, attach things here, or if you want to cook outside the truck, you can do some cooking bags up here. Additionally, he's got the Expedition Essentials propane tank mount. That's going to allow him to mount that propane tank that'll fuel the fireplace over there. But also you can disconnect that, use it for cooking, and have an 11-pound tank on hand. As of right now, nothing mounted to the back door. He's got some accessories he's thinking of adding down the road, and that's a good call out for you guys. I've got a build sheet right here, and you guys can see a lot of accessories, a lot of options, and sometimes customers feel pressure to kind of do it all at once, but it's not necessary. You know, you can keep it modest at first, which is actually exactly what I did. When I ordered it, I didn't even have the molly plates, which is like kind of the item everyone starts with. I ordered just the camper and 0 accessories and added as I went. So continuing on, we've got the Alu-Cab water tank up front. That's a 13-gallon water tank. It's gravity fed, and it's gonna go to the spigot right here. So if you're at camp, you're cooking, wanna brush your teeth, something like that, it's as simple as pulling the pin and rotating the nozzle. You can see there's water in there from us leak testing. The other connection you see right here is the propane connection. We try to keep everything kind of looking nice. There's a little bit of heat shrink on there. Black chimney over here. That is an option that you can request. Typically this will come in stainless. We got that powder coated with a high temp powder coat and can crusher. This is just kind of a fun novelty item for camp. You crush your bubbly water, your beer, whatever it is you got. Moving to this side, screen kits. So we have one both windows, and then we also have for the rear door. They're sold in singles. So my personal camper, I removed the screen once I added the window, which is above here. This is the GP Factor window. This is a really high quality marine window that we've added to the side of the camper. GP Factor makes the kit for it, so it looks pretty factory when installed correctly. Additionally, right, with those screen kits, you've got one on the back door. Again, if you're keeping your build modest, if I were only just to choose one screen kit, I would definitely go back door. That's the one that you find yourself going in and out of at camp most. And you can just leave the screens down, draped, and be able to access things without getting a bunch of bugs inside. So as of now, we have the electrical board in. This is one of those things that we're gonna do ahead of time before you guys arrive with your vehicle, which is like a lot of this stuff can get prepped without actually having your vehicle on hand. So as of right now, he doesn't have his goose gear in, which is a later down the road thing, and doesn't have the dual battery in. However, we've got the board up here. So we've got a Victron battery monitor here. That's gonna give him some Bluetooth access, as well as a physical screen so he can check voltage out. We've got the Blue C 4321 switch panel, which is gonna have 4 switches. 3 will be occupied from us. We don't wire up the fireplace to this one. We find that there's no need to do so because the fireplace itself has its own power switch for that fan. And then you've got 12-volt sockets, USB, and a solar breaker up there. Behind the panel is where we mount your bus bar, your Red Arc BCDC. And you know, this board, super simple. GP Factor makes a few more boards. We'll call it more complex, more feature rich. But this is something that I've had in my camper, and George has had a very similar one with a couple more USB ports added, which we can do. So, you know, happy to customize for you guys. Happy to do the GP ones, happy to do this board. This is what I love, I think has the best value. We've just been really happy with it. It's pretty simple, and you know, when you're out there, hopefully you're trying to kind of simplify things and keep them more basic. Obviously, plenty of comfort in the build itself, but I always tell people, if you're worried about your electrical system and you're like looking at your monitors and whatnot, you probably don't have the right electrical system. You don't sit at home looking at your meter or checking voltage on things. You just plug everything in, it works. And that's what we try to do when we build these for customers. You know, overall, build-wise, we often get asked in the comments, what's a build like this cost? Most of what you see here installed is going to be around $30,000. Builds, you know, we do builds up to $90,000, and then we also do builds, you know, we'll call it about the $18,000 range. If you'd like an estimate for your vehicle, you can reach out to us through the website. There's a contact us form. There's also a text us button that you can press. That's going to go directly to our sales team. And you know, if you just ask, hey, what's it cost to put a canopy camper on our Gladiator? We can build you guys an estimate, and we can walk you guys through the build sheet. If you guys want to go back in our YouTube video, or actually George's channel, he's got a build sheet walkthrough that I did with him a couple of years ago. And you know, right now it's extremely similar to what that build sheet went. I think you guys will find that video very useful. A lot of our customers have. It's also on our website. If you go to the canopy camper section, we've got that video posted for you guys to reference. Encourage you guys to stop by, take a look at it in person. You know, comparing this to the other campers that are out there, I mentioned I had a lot of different setups. We'll do electrical work on different campers that come to us, and no bias, genuinely, I still think and truly believe that Alu-Cab is making the best feature-rich, high-quality, and we'll call it modular camper that's available right now. The fact that we can tuck away 13 gallons of water up front and not occupy a ton of your internal space is huge. The convenience of having that gravity feedback there. The fireplace being just a really cool feature that once you guys are at camp and you light that at night and you see a little flame flickering up top, there's nothing like it, right? And there's a lot of people who've tried to adapt that same fireplace after Alu-Cab and GP Factor were able to get it in here into other campers, and definitely isn't the cleanest install. And I think you guys, again, will just find that super refined, very rugged, very durable. And the advantage, again, of the back door replacing that tailgate, your bed's going to be nice and sealed up. You're not going to have all that dust coming through when you're on the trail. And also just the getting in and out of it is a lot easier. Sleeping arrangement in the bed, way easier to get in and out. There's not many companies out there that have the bed on the gas strut. It's typically that tile system where you're moving things out of the way. So we'll do some more videos, go into more details about the canopy camper itself. I don't want to go too far away from this specific build, but please leave a comment, ask questions, reach out to us with the contact us form, text us. We're here for you guys. We build Alu-Cab all day, and we'd love to show you guys the camper and get one on your truck.